All right, welcome to You Gotta See This Movie podcast. Two guys that like to talk about movies as well as the deeper things that make these stories more than just a movie. And today's movie that you gotta see is
Psycho.
So, if you are into that sort of thing, please like and subscribe. We are 300 subscribers plus. So
we broke the 300 mark.
Yeah. Let's get that bad boy up to 350.
Yeah.
So 350. So yeah, please like, subscribe. Let us know what you think of the movie Psycho. And yeah. So Jim, what's this movie about?
A woman on the run gets mixed up with a repressed young man and his violent mother. He's repressed. And his violent mother.
He has a violent
wink.
mother. All right. So we are talking about this movie Psycho that has been out since, what was the date?
1960.
1960. If you do not know how this movie ends now, then you should probably stop this podcast, watch the movie, because, and also, what have you been doing with your life? How do you not know?
Everybody knows.
Everyone knows this, right?
Knows.
So that leads me to my first question. What's been like when did you first see this movie?
Oh, it had to have been on TV,
Okay.
obviously. I don't have a memory of seeing it for the first time.
Yeah. You know, so you, as far as you know, you've always just known
Yeah.
the
it's
movie
always
was,
kinda been there, yeah.
Unfortunately for me, that the same thing. Like I grew up, you always hear about Psycho, Norman Bates, the mother. And so I always just knew the ending before I was even close to seeing the movie. And it's one of those movies where, like, man, I wish I can go back in time and experience that in a theater with that surprise ending, because at that time it had never been, that was something completely different and wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I remember watching it or just knowing bits and pieces of it,
Mm-hmm.
but then maybe not even sitting through the whole thing, you know?
Right.
I don't know. Weird. It's always been there.
It's just always been,
always been there,
at
yeah.
least since the 60s.
Yeah.
But
No, and then they must have shot it on TV, but I don't think they would have had to do much editing, really, right? I mean, it was...
I don't know. I was watching the new 4K. I got my 4K Steelbook up here.
Yeah.
I was watching that last night, and it has two options. It did have it just said the Psycho and then Psycho the Uncut version. But there's a little note on it that says that this was the theatrical version. That all the other versions after that for television, for VHS release. Sorry. So I was going to sneeze. VHS release was all edited down, and some things taken out. So I don't know what was taken out. I don't know what was different.
Oh, so you didn't really notice anything?
Right. I don't know if the extra scenes, but yeah. So that's the version I watched last night. Was that one? But yeah. I mean, what a groundbreaking film for its time. We were talking before the podcast about the movie Hitchcock, which is about the making of Psycho, specifically in that period, of Alfred Hitchcock's life, and for Janet Leigh to be, the main star at the time, and for her to get killed off halfway through the movie was unheard of.
Yeah, it was pretty early in the movie too.
Right,
when they killed her off. Yeah, we're like, what? She's the star of the movie.
She's the star of the movie.
You just killed her off. Yeah.
And the whole movie, you start off watching from her perspective, right?
Yeah. So you think that like you're following her life and her story, and either she's, something bad's going to happen, or there's going to be some redemption or something. Yeah. But nope.
She's done. Killed. You're watching the movie and you think, okay, so she's the one. She's going to battle the bad guy. She'll come out victorious in the end. And that's the movie. But no, she gets it. But she starts this movie out by committing a crime herself.
$40,000.
$40,000, which is crazy, because he's going to buy that house for $40,000. It is Tucson, Arizona, or Phoenix. I can't remember.
You know what's even crazier? They didn't have air conditioning.
They did it. Well, the boss did. Did you know that?
Oh, did he?
Yes, because when they walk in, him and that guy, the guy says, well, after today, your boss is going to be able to afford air conditioning for you girls. And then the boss says, come on, let's go into my office. It has air conditioning. So the girls had nothing.
That's crazy.
He had, I like how his office was like a back door, patio door, because he sealed in the air conditioning. He did not want it for those girls at all. So what a bad dude.
This is crazy, you know, if you think of Phoenix in the summertime and the heat.
Right.
It's crazy, right?
How can you survive that?
But some, you know, who decided to settle there? Like, hey, this seems like a great place to build a city. And this was before air conditioning.
And this is when you're like, you're trying to get to California. You're just like, you know what? I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't want to travel any further. This seems like a great place.
Heat, I get used to it. It's a dry
right.
heat. Yeah.
Which is weird because you don't see a lot of movies back then taking place in Arizona.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's where this movie starts out, at least.
I wonder why he picked. I guess he wanted something outside of LA, right?
Yeah.
Outside of California.
I mean, it comes to California. She comes to California, but
he started. I guess the next big city outside of LA would be Phoenix, right?
Yeah, that or San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's a contrast between the
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I always, when you watch this movie and she makes that, you never really see her. You don't see her leading up to that decision to steal the money. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a moment you're like, oh, she's thinking about it. Oh, she's gonna do it. She just is like, oh yeah, she's acting all nonchalant. I'm gonna run to the bank, and then the next thing you know, you see it on her bed as she's packing her bags to flee the city.
Yeah, you never see her.
So, like, when did she decide to steal it? Was it an opportunity? Was she always going to steal it? Was it that she was mad at that guy?
I think she was mad at the guy. You know why? Because when she's in the car and she's her inner voice.
You're right.
Going through the different characters, and
yes.
as soon as she starts talking about him, the cowboy, the Texan,
you're right. That's a good scene.
She smiles.
Yes, because she's like, I'm gonna get one on this guy.
Yeah, she didn't feel bad about taking his money.
No, you're right. That was a really good acted scene because all those voices before, she was like concerned.
Yeah.
Like, but then when she gets to them, she goes, no, but I'm stealing from this guy.
And that's how she justified it.
And she justified it. And she even was like, in her mind, the voice of, her boss saying, well, I'm not responsible for this. I told you not to leave the money. So in her mind, she's like, well, my boss is okay.
Boss is okay.
Everyone's okay. It's just this guy.
Yeah.
And you're right. She gets a little bit of that smile.
Because he flaunted it. He flaunted the money.
Mm-hmm. He was a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah. He deserved it.
Yeah. And she figures, well, I have my way to start my new life now.
Start my new life.
Yeah.
Get Sam out of debts.
Yep.
And
I guess you could disappear back in those days.
They're probably a lot easier.
A lot easier. Yeah.
That was the plan. I like that scene too, where, and at first, like, you don't think nothing of it until you think back to what they were talking about, where she is driving and then she's at the stopwalk and then she sees her boss and the guy walk by. Now, question, do you think the boss recognizes her? Or do you think the boss was like, hey, that looks like her? Or do you think he looked at her and he had like a disappointed, like, wait, she lied to me?
I think he questioned where, what she was doing there. He recognized her, but
almost disappointed because she was like, I don't feel good. I'm going home.
But then again, at the same time, I mean, he was like, well, maybe she went out to get a bottle of aspirin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
So this time around, I, for some reason, never really picked up on it. But maybe he looked at her and he did the double take, like, is that her? Because you got to forget something. What was he doing with the guy? They went out drinking.
Oh, yeah.
So he could have been like, I'm drinking too much. Maybe did I see Marion? Maybe did I not?
Oh, so he's questioning himself at that point.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he keeps walking.
That's true, because it kind of looks like, was that her that I just saw, or am I just seeing things?
Am I just seeing things?
Yeah.
So,
but she's freaking out.
Yeah.
The first freak out.
But there's a lot. Like leading up to the movie, like that's even Like you could have done a whole movie just on her trying to get away with this. You know what I mean? Like her being hunted and her trying to outsmart people and that the cop that's following her.
Yeah, she didn't prep herself very well.
No.
A cop catches you sleeping on the side of the road. Oh, you're gonna turn on the car and drive away? Why are you doing that? Oh, it's just like she's not thinking.
Right. So yeah, she did everything to make herself look suspicious.
Yeah.
She was not a well thought out criminal.
All she had to do is I fell asleep.
Yep.
And I just I didn't make it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Car guy was just like, yeah, that seems a little off.
Yeah.
Just came in, gave me all this money, and took off. Brand new car.
Then she gets another car, but the cop's right there.
The cop's right there.
So what's the point of getting the other car?
Exactly.
Because she already started the process of switching the cars, but kind of too late at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. And that's where, like I said, all that's really good. I really, that first little quarter of the movie is good. And I wouldn't have been disappointed if the way Hitchcock created that suspense and that tension, just watching a movie and seeing if she's going to get away with it.
Yeah.
And her watching her try to figure it out.
Yeah. But you need it. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not what this movie's about. This movie's about a psycho.
That's right.
And she meets good old Norman Bates, played by Anthony Perkins, on the road in his hotel that his mom bought 10 years ago. Crazy. So real quick, one thing, I don't know if this is true. I should have fact checked myself. So I'm just basing myself off of a movie that I saw, the Hitchcock movie. When he agreed to make this movie, I guess he wasn't really big on it, but when he finally read the script, I guess he told all his secretary to buy every single copy of the book in LA and as much as you can, even nationwide, because he didn't want people to read the ending. So I don't know how true that is. I saw that in the movie, but
so he's trying to make the book unavailable.
Yes.
When people see the billboards,
yep,
they don't want to know.
He wanted to hide the ending of the movie, which is, if that is true, that's a genius move.
It is, but man, how do you round up all those books?
I know. I mean, there's probably not that many bookstores.
I get you hit all the local bookstores and
he probably got major cities, not like small cities, but but just to I don't know, I would love for that story to be true. I hope it is, because just that level of, because I'm really big. I get mad when movies get ruined. And so we were watching Monster House, with Halloween season. So kids, we popped in Monster House, and my wife has never seen it. So it was me and the kids. We're watching with my wife, and then one of my little kids kind of says the ending, and I'm like, I snap. I'm like, ah, don't ruin the endings. Like there's I don't know. In my mind, the movie's the journey, right? And the destination, there's some movies where the journey's better than the destination, but
there's only one first time watch.
But there's only one first time watch.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You will never get that experience back. And so I highly respect that. If that's what he did, to protect the ending of his film, that's awesome.
Yeah. I vaguely remember watching it as a kid or, teenager and not getting it, not understanding what was going on.
Right.
Wait, what do you mean? Was that real? Was that him? Was that, and maybe because I was just kind of I was kind of halfway watching it, because it's kind of slow and it's black and white and it's not, super high energy. So I wasn't paying attention. And then when there's the big reveal and you're like, wait, I think I missed something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it took a few watches to really, to follow the character and the development of his, Yeah.
And that's, another thing about Anthony Perkins' performance. I felt like in a time where movies acting was to me all like one thing when I watch old movies, acting is very the same. Like their cadence, how they talk, all sounds the same. Like a good example would be the car salesman. How he talked in the movie.
Yeah.
Sam, how he talked in the movie. But Anthony Perkins sounded so natural, almost as if like that performance could be done today. He didn't have that 1960s, 50s cadence of like, oh, and then we went to the store, see, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't play a bizarre like.
No.
You think of something that's like off or psychotic.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate, they're going to be acting weird, like, you know, like when you're signing the book or taking, you know what I mean? He played it normal. He played it, you know, very cool. But then as a character though, he's two different people,
right?
So he's not really. Neither one of the characters are weird. They're normal, but they're mixed together ish. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say normal, but not like when he's being the son.
What's interesting is
when he's being the son, he's being the nice.
That's how at the very end, the psychiatrist was describing him.
Yeah.
Like, did they kill my sister? He goes, yes. And no. Yeah. It's like, no, he killed your sister.
Yeah.
But, my first, this is as a joke, but my first hint that he's a psychopath is when he drinks I'm going to eat sandwiches and milk. I'm like, oh, that is a psychopath. That's a psychopath meal right there.
Sandwiches and milk.
Sandwiches and milk. Which milk's one of my least favorite things in the whole wide world. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of like my kryptonite.
Wow. Yeah, I don't do milk anymore.
This is kind of gross, man.
Me out. Yeah, use a drink of it anymore.
Yeah.
Sandwiches and milk.
So that, yeah.
I mean, there's. I mean, I said normal, but not normal. But I mean, he can play it cool.
No, well, yeah. I like again, like I wish I can go back and watch this for the first time with an audience, not knowing anything about this movie. Yeah. I don't think there's anything up until when he starts kind of really having the conversation about his mom
eating the sandwiches.
There's no red flags.
Yeah, but that was a red flag.
You know, because you think about these movies that this isn't like someone trying to evade a monster. This is someone who went to the monster. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? This is someone who just happened to put themselves in the wrong spot. So there's no red flags there until the only red flag is you think like, oh, the mom's crazy because she overhears like, hey, Norman, what are you doing? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you think like, oh, the mom's crazy. And he's this poor guy. You're just kind of like almost being sympathetic towards him.
Yeah.
But
that likes to stuff animals. But I guess it was more common back then.
It was just a thing. It was. And then again, you feel bad for him because as you think that like I'm stuck here with my ailing mom and there's no one else here. We're all, no one comes to this hotel. Like he even says like hobbies are supposed to pass the time, not fill the time. Mm-hmm. He's just like, I got nothing going in my life. So this is why I stuff the animals. And yeah, you genuinely feel bad. Like this poor young man who should be out having a family, starting his life. He's stuck in the middle of nowhere. So until then you see that he's a peeping Tom, and then you're like,
oh, that's
true. Yeah,
okay, yeah.
All right, well,
that's true.
You're a weirdo. Yeah. But again, no red flags for a little bit.
For a little bit.
But you start seeing the cracks.
Yeah.
And then we get to the famous shower scene, which almost got this movie canned.
That's rough.
I guess there is a lot of different back and forth with the studio about this scene. And it's rough.
It's rough.
Like even by today's standards.
Yeah. I mean, how else would they have done it that it wouldn't be rough? You would see a knife in the air.
Yeah.
And then they would cut to like the outside of the, and you hear screaming. Right. It would be something. It would be something like that. Right.
No, you're seeing. Yeah. You're exactly. Maybe you would see a shot of the knife in the air,
and then maybe her reaction,
and then down, and then just
and then you
that's
cut,
it.
And then you cut to the exterior.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But no, you're seeing the full act from beginning to end.
And it's not just like stab. It's like chop, 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 chop.
Yeah.
More chopping. Stab, chop.
It's brutal. It's brutal. Not as bloody as it would be in real life. Like it just wasn't. Like every time I see that movie, when she like leans up against the shower, she slides down. Like there should be a blood streak.
Yeah, it should have been more messy.
Yeah, but still brutal.
Yeah.
Still brutal to the point where like my kids were asking me about this today. I'm like, no, it's gonna be a while before you see this. Like this isn't. Yeah, even though just because it's black and white, it's an old movie. Like that scene's a little rough. But yeah, it's crazy. Halfway, I told myself to look at when was the actual timestamp of when Marion dies, but I don't know. So let's just say,
to see how far into the movie,
right?
Yeah,
how far it gets, and then again, you're watching the movie and you see him respond to what his mother did,
right? And so the first time watchers like, oh man, this guy, he's horrified at what his mom did. He's in there cleaning up, trying to hide her sins. And you're still thinking that he's
and you think like, oh, he's just being a good son. He wants to doesn't want his mom to get, How many other cars do you think were in that swamp?
Didn't look like a very big swamp.
No, but they did mention. And they never really go into that. Maybe they do in the sequels, but remember they asked have there ever been other missing people in this area, and they said yeah, but they never mentioned if that was a part of it. Yeah,
because we don't know if this is his first. It's obviously is not his first peeping Tom because he had that figured out.
He had that figured out, and I mean he knew what to do, how to dispose the body.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. No, I think there were more cars in there.
More cars in there. Yeah.
I like how it stops and he starts freaking out.
Starts panicking.
Yeah.
And then glub.
Okay, good. Which you got lucky having a swamp behind that place. That makes it very convenient.
Yeah, but at some point, I want the swamp like the water level drop or anything.
No. Movie magic.
He always keeps it full.
He always keeps it full.
Keep the swamp.
He's out there with a hose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't bother me. I'm just watering my swamp. All right. So let me ask you a question. Do you feel bad for Marion?
Well, you do at that point because she realizes she made a mistake and was going to go back home.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's right. She was figuring out how much money I owe them.
Yeah, and it was, and it was a mistake too. Like she didn't really plan to steal the money. It just kind of fell in her lap.
Right.
And just like kind of found a way out. And
you feel bad for her. You do feel bad for her because she did realize that, and no one deserves to be stabbed, chopped up, thrown into a swamp. But that goes with the whole idea that like all sin leads to death. If it's even if you do have that moment of like, oh, I know what I did was wrong, there still could be consequences for what you did. And
you don't always get away with that.
Everything she did by stealing that money, it eventually physically led to her death.
Mm-hmm.
All her decision making, all her, what she wanted to do, which is sad because that's, for a lot of people that think about any sin people get wrapped up into, they think the biggest trick is sin convinces you that you're going to get away with it. And I think that's where she finally realized that she wasn't. And maybe that's why she was like, okay, I'm going to try to make the best of this and try to bring back my life back as much as I can. But Sin convinces you that you're going to always get away with it and you're not going to get caught. But it will eventually can catch up to you. So I think this is a good reminder that, again, she put herself in this situation and her actions, again, she didn't deserve it, but it led to it.
Had consequences.
Yep. Unforeseen consequences. She probably had no idea like this was even going to come. Her consequences, she thought, was she's going to go to jail, but she didn't see this coming. So,
yeah, the interesting twist too is like Norman had no clue about the money.
And
then even if he did see the money, he might not even have cared.
Right.
He might have even just picked it up and threw it in the trunk and just,
yeah. They so at this point, right after she dies, the perspective switches to Norman, and you watch him go through the house. You watch him do all these things and carrying his mom to another room. Put me down.
Yeah.
Which was different. And then you see, and then again, the movie switches to the sister, Sam. I always say Lillian, right? Lillian.
I think so, yeah.
Sam, and then Arbogast, the detective.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to figure out the mystery of where did she go?
Yeah. He was good.
Arbogast?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked this character.
Yeah.
And I liked his back and forth with Norman.
Yeah.
That they were having.
Mm-hmm. A true detective, listening to every word and
every word
and see, no, what you just said just then doesn't make sense because you said nobody's been here in 2 weeks, and you just said a couple was here a few days ago. So,
yeah, and just that whole. Mind if I see the book? Master writing, and you don't see it through him who's doing it. You see it through Norman. Like, I love that how he leans over.
Yeah,
and it's like that low angle and. We know Norman's thinking, oh crap, he's going to figure it out.
Yeah.
But Norman's trying to play it so cool, nonchalant. But I don't know, it was a good perspective and a weird camera angle that to me just created really good tension in that scene because now you're thinking like, is he just going to lash out at him? Is he going to have this moment? But no, because he's like, oh, he's getting close to him. But yeah, that was a good scene. And then, yeah, Arbogast gets it.
Yeah. That was a quick one. You didn't expect it to be so. He's just walking up the stairs, kind of looking, and then the overhead shot, and mom comes out.
That was a jump scare because
it is a jump scare. Yeah.
The one in the shower, you see the mom open the door.
Yeah.
You see her come in.
Which was really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that one you didn't see coming.
It was a weird camera shot because he was kind of like falling, but then it was like the camera was more moving than he was falling.
Right.
It was, yeah.
I see. It's like we know what he was trying to portray.
Yeah.
But it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cut right in the face. Ugh.
Did he cut him in the face? I thought he got him in the chest and it splashed on his face.
Oh.
I don't know.
I thought he cut him in the face.
He probably cut him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we get to the end. Eventually. And the sister.
Yeah, the sister and the boyfriend come looking, and they're playing detective, being all kind of cool and not so cool at the same time, pressing Norman.
Right.
Yeah.
And she goes in, and then so at this point, I'm just trying to put myself in the audience of watching it through the first time. Everyone assumes that there's two people. I think people just think that, there's the mother and there's
the crazy mom,
that the mom's doing this. Then we find out, okay, no, the mom has been dead for 10 years.
Right.
Right. And then, but all the people are like, no, I saw there's someone else there. I saw someone in the window. I saw Norman. I know there's someone else there. Right.
Yeah, man, I wish I could go back and see this for the first time because it's like.
So you're thinking the whole time, like, okay, maybe at the very least there's two people. There's two people, but the sheriff says and then you kind of get a little bit of the backstory about like how she was poisoned because her, boyfriend died. He was poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
And you find out, well then, if that was Norma Bates up there, then who's buried in this cemetery?
Who's buried in there?
Yeah. But so you definitely think at the very least there's two. And again, that scene where he's carrying his mom indicates, okay, there's the mom's there.
Yeah. But you still don't know that it's stuffed mom.
Right. The taxidermied mom.
Taxidermied mom, yeah.
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 And it turns, she goes in there, she sees him in the bed, turns her around, and taxidermy mom.
Yeah, so the tip off was when the sister goes looking and she sees the mom's bedroom, and then she sees the bed with the depression.
Yes.
And that's like, and you still don't really know what's going on.
Right.
And then you see Norman's room, and it was kind of creepy, a child's room. But even then, I can see for a first time watch, you still don't really know what's going on.
Because it kind of happens quick. You're gonna have to start thinking okay. Yeah. And back then, I don't think anyone would have thought, no, he is the mom.
Yeah. And you still don't quite figure out what's going on.
Right. Yeah.
And then she goes in the fruit cellar. And then she thinks it's just the mom sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he immediately comes in all dressed up. So it's funny.
Yeah, it all happens real fast.
It's funny. You see him running up the stairs trying to get to her. Right? But it's like, but hold on real quick. I got to put on my getup.
Yeah, he ran upstairs to get the wig.
I got to put on my getup.
He put it on pretty quick.
He did. Yeah. And then you really see, he really looked terrifying. There's something about the way he looked with the smile in the eyes and the wig and the knife. And that was freaky.
Yeah.
And then Sam was able to beat him up, I guess.
We got to talk about when she turns the mom around.
Oh yes.
I mean, that was a big freak out.
Yeah.
It's not that she turned around this dead person. It was like this dried up, no eyes.
And it wasn't your classic just white skeleton with a wig. It was like, you see the skin
and everything. Mom had good teeth. She really had.
She did have good teeth. Yeah, good teeth.
I did notice that.
Yeah. Hell of a dentist.
Wow. Freaky. Yeah. That'd be a crazy prop to have.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be
the
wild?
mom?
What if anybody has that?
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Has it in some display case somewhere. It was probably made out of like leather and stuff, probably rotted, right? That'd be a crazy one to have. I bet, nowadays you can probably go online and get a replica.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
we could make one.
Yeah, we could make
one.
Yeah.
Can
you do that as a Halloween costume? It'd be hard to pull off because the eyes are. That would be.
I can remember as a kid.
Did people do like dead Norman's mom Halloween costume?
No, not dead Norman's. No, I can remember as a kid back when you could wear your costumes to school on Halloween, that there were older kids that were dressed up.
But Norma Bates,
as Norma Bates, the guys with the wig and the
I vaguely
knife.
Remember that. Yeah.
And that's when I, probably found out what the ending was, or like, why is that guy dressed like a woman? Yeah. So I probably found out then, but yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Then they do the whole at the very end when he's in jail, like it takes a good while for that doctor to explain everything. Like there's no the movie just ends, he's in jail. Like there's a good amount of time he's explaining this is what's going on.
And he could have just let the audience just put the pieces together and just end the movie there.
Yeah, but he did. He had this whole doctor, which is probably at the time, I mean, now we know a lot more about mental illness, but at the time probably was more, I can imagine, be frustrating for viewers.
Yeah.
No, he was a crazy psycho. He was a murderer. But I think he was really trying to get to him no, there's something more here. It wasn't just a guy who decided to kill people. there is a breakdown in his brain. There are two people living in his brain. It's not just him. And the evil side is his mom.
Yeah, and I wonder if Hitchcock felt like he needed to explain it at the end, because I always thought that was kind of odd that they went through the trouble of like, no, it was Norman that did this, but then it was his mother that did it, but the mom, and it was like, oh yeah, he wears dresses. Oh yeah, he's just a transvestite. No.
Yeah, it's it's all the answers. Like, no. It's more complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just at the very end, you're just waiting for it to be like, and the more you know, like those old NBC learning opportunities.
I can just
see now you know.
I can see them gathering for a preview. Like they previewed the movie, and then they ended it with them like handcuffing him or whatever, in the jail cell, and there was probably like all these people going, wait, but what?
But what? Yeah.
And then you got the producer saying, Alfred, you're really going to explain this at the end. People they're not buying it. They don't get it.
Right.
And he's probably like, all right.
Yeah. But I like that. I like that it kind of gets explained.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't truly, I mean, it gets explained, but at the same time, you still don't know how it happened. You know what I mean? You don't know how he or why he
You mean at what point in his life that made him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's at the end when he's sitting there against the black or the white wall, and
you think they did something optically with his eyes, because his eyes look really black. Like,
at the very end, you see it's like layered.
They did that morph thing with the mom, but even before then, his eyes just look really dark. Like,
so now you see him as a monster.
Yeah.
They it's a good ending. I like how it ends with just him saying, the mom talking about, hey, we'll bide our time.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be good.
You see this?
No problem.
You see this fly? I'm not even gonna swat a fly. They're looking at me.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. Mom's not too far away.
And then they end with pulling the cart out of the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
why would he add that? That's kind of weird. I don't know.
I guess because the idea that there's closure to finding the body, maybe.
Yeah.
You find the body, you find the money. There's closure for everybody.
And once again, it's like, it's closure.
Right.
For the audience.
Because I don't think they ever, like when they were investigating it, well, Arbogast thought she was in the house hiding out. But I don't think they all thought, they didn't think Norman killed her. Arbogast thought she was just hiding in the house.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I think,
because he went looking for her.
Right. And I think the sister just thought there's more information to be had. But no one even thought possible that she was murdered by that guy.
Oh, that's right. Even at the end, they still didn't know that he killed her.
Right.
They just still think he's missing.
Right.
Yeah, or she's missing. Yeah.
So, till the end when I think he confessed. But wild movie.
Yeah.
So how do you think you're going to do on trivia? Battle.
I don't know. 50-50.
All right. Well, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Trivia battle. All right.
Is that gunshots?
Yeah. No, it's like my discoteca. Yeah.
All right. Who's got the Duke and who's going first?
I've got the Duke.
You've got the Duke.
So the decision lies with you.
I'll go first.
All right. Question number 1. When the businessman, Mr. Cassidy, returns from lunch and enters Marion's place of work, he says that it is as hot as fresh blank.
Oh, man.
I know this.
Oh, milk.
Yeah.
Milk.
Yep. It is as hot as fresh milk.
It's
as hot as fresh milk.
What a weird way to describe it.
And once again, that's gross.
It's gross. But it's also true because milk does come out hot.
I know.
So it's not like it's not true. So I get it.
That's gross.
Yep. Dang, that was a good one. Wish I went first.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next question. What is the license plate number of Marion's first car?
ANL 702.
Oh, that's super close.
ANL 702?
Yes, you are one number off.
Oh, her first car. Dang it.
I'm one number off?
The last number is off.
What was it? See, now I'm just going to go for a guess.
I kind of want to give it to you. You basically got all of it.
4. Well, I just guessed. I'm not going to take it. I had no idea.
You got it right. You got it 4.
You guys are both wrong.
Oh,
but Michael
okay.
got a majority of it. I feel like I
Okay.
should give him the point on that one.
When did we see her license plate number?
It's pretty prominent.
It's super prominent. You see it when the cop gets her license. He goes and he stands in front of the car and he looks at the plate.
Huh.
I'm gonna give it to Michael because he was dang close.
And it was a Phoenix plate, obviously.
Also, I stopped Googling stuff, sir.
I'm Googling the license plate. I could have sworn it was 2.
Nope, it's 709.
Nothing's coming up on that. It's the last license plate that's coming up.
Which I'm gonna have to eliminate that question because there was also a question: is the other license plate? But
Because
Michael,
you just looked it up.
because you just looked it up.
I also have it in my notes. So
I have it in my notes too.
Okay,
because
then
So-
we'll see who. Well, then we'll see who lands.
it's
who
actually a
gets that
very
question.
famous horror license plate. It's a license plate that's been used in other horror movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
I'm still gonna give you the point since
Okay.
you basically had it.
All right.
All right. Next question. How far from Fair? Okay, wait. I phrased this weird.
Did your question by the way?
Great.
How far is Fairvale from the Bates Motel?
I know this one. It's not even in my notes.
Wow. That's like the next city, right? 15 miles.
Ah, come on.
Yep, that's correct.
All right.
You knew that one too the whole time. You're playing off. Or you
No,
just guessed?
No, I remember because
Yeah.
I remember it was close.
She says it twice. 15 miles? 15 miles?
15 miles.
Yeah.
Like she could have just gotten
You should have just finished it. Yeah.
50 miles. She didn't know.
Yep.
You think, yeah, that is pretty close.
All right, next question. Where does Marion hide the money in the motel room?
She hides the money. You're specifically in the hotel room. So if I say the newspaper, that doesn't count, right?
That's about half of it.
Yeah. Under the mattress?
No.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I thought it was a drawer, right? There was a drawer under the phone. That drawer, the
No.
newspaper, and the no.
We just picked the two obvious places we would hide money.
because that's the that's the
Well,
thing.
I remember she puts it in the newspaper.
Newspaper, I
She folds it up.
remember that. Yeah, LA
That's half of
Times.
Wait, and it's why this is a question because I thought it was
She
interesting.
probably put it in her suitcase.
All she did, she just left it on the nightstand. It was just sitting there.
Oh,
She puts it she wraps it up in the paper.
So if I said the newspaper, that's the right answer then.
well, newspaper's half of it, but it's where in the room. And I thought it was curious because
But you don't
she wraps
hide.
it up.
That's not hiding it.
No, but it is hiding it in plain
Oh
sight.
my gosh.
Because it's kind of smart because she thinks like, oh, I can hide it in a drawer. She checks the drawers, but instead she's like, no, I'm just going to leave it out so it just looks like a newspaper.
And it was so much so that Norman just picks it up and throws
Yeah,
it away.
he just picks it up. If he found it tucked away in a thing, he might have examined it closer.
All right.
that's
So
true.
I get half a point then.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah.
Next.
Next question. What fake name did Marion use when signing into the motel?
It's yours.
Yeah, Maurice Samuels.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You just got lucky choosing first.
All right, next question. What is the second license plate of Marriott's car?
Yeah, but you already looked it up.
Yeah, I got disqualified from it.
Yeah.
So
If you insist that you knew it before looking it up.
yeah.
Right.
Give me the next one.
All right. Next question. Who does Mr. Abergast call after speaking to Norman at the motel?
And call Sam.
Yes. But who does he speak to?
The sister.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. This is the last question. What was the color of the dress Norman's mother was buried in?
Black and white movie.
Yeah, but they say it.
Yeah, I know they do say it. It was some.
Because his wife was the one that made it.
Yeah. I want to say like periwinkle blue.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly
Periwinkle
it.
Blue?
Yeah, you knew what you were
Blue.
forgetting.
All right.
Yeah.
You won. Congratulations.
Oh, nice.
Psycho trivia battle.
Well, that was fun.
Friday, December 11th. I remember that date.
Thought about throwing that in.
You know what's funny? I thought you wouldn't pick that one up because you said summer, and I'm like, oh, but this movie takes place in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they talked about air conditioning.
Well, it's Tucson, so it's always hot.
What
even
time?
in
What
the
time of
winter.
day was it?
2:43.
2:43. Yeah. Yep.
What was the city?
The city?
Yeah.
Well, it's Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. Not Tucson.
No.
All right.
We visited family for a wedding out in Phoenix, and we stayed in a hotel, which turned out to be one of the hotels in the movie.
Really?
And they had like Psycho posters everywhere.
Oh, that's cool.
That was kind of the hotel's claim to fame.
Their claim to fame.
Yeah, we're like, oh, hey, this is kind of cool.
Yeah. All right, Jim. What are your final thoughts and ranking of the movie Psycho?
Psycho. I'll do ranking first. I came in at a 7.9.
Really?
Yeah. It's still good, but it's still. I'm not a big fan of the spooky genre.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan, but it's still good, and it's definitely a movie you got to see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, absolutely, hands down, got to see it. So,
yeah.
And I like it so much that I kind of just want to leave it alone. I don't want to watch the other ones. Like, I don't want to see the second one. I don't want to see it. It's kind of just like its own little masterpiece.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I actually own the other ones, but
yeah,
I agree. It's a good movie where you want to leave it alone.
It's almost like you have this sculpture of this amazing thing, and then the artist comes in and then sculpts a dog and puts it next to it. It's like, no, we didn't need it. Just good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. I think very highly of this movie. 9.6.
Wow, that's way up there.
To me, like on a technical aspect of, again, I always take into consideration the stories behind making these movies, and then just did I enjoy it? Was it good? Again, for a movie where I grew up already knowing the surprise, still loved it, still good. I wouldn't say this is a yearly watch for me, but it probably every other year. But every time I do watch it, like I'm glued in. From the frame of December 11th, 2:43 p.m. Phoenix, Arizona. I'm in. To You Wouldn't Even Swat a Fly.
I wonder why this movie wasn't in color, because he had color films prior to this one.
It could be because of the blood.
Trying to tone it down.
Yeah. And again, there wasn't really that much blood. I mean, you just see like dark liquid that you're just assuming is blood.
Yeah. It could have been a budget thing too.
Yeah.
Maybe
true.
they were like, we don't want to put this much money into it. This is like, might be a mistake.
I encourage you, watch that movie Hitchcock. It's pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure I saw it, but I don't remember it well enough. I'll have to see it again.
He's a weird dude.
Yeah.
Weird dude, but he did make some good movies. He made a lot of movies.
He made a lot of movies.
But I wouldn't say they were all that great. Yeah. All right. Well, Psycho, have you seen it? What do you think? were you, I don't know the age of our audience, but did you watch it? Did you know the surprise before it got there? Or did you just grow up always knowing that Norman Bates was Mother? So let us know, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you.